everybody, this is Lara again at Elliott Wave Gold and Elliott Wave Stock Market. I'm going to do a new wave count on a new market that I haven't got an Elliott Wave count on, and then I'm going to look at some classic technical analysis for this. This is Dogecoin. I've just imported the data from Yahoo Finance. Yeah, here we go. So Yahoo Finance is going to give me data from 18th of September 2014 to today. Yeah, 2021. So here it is on a monthly chart. We're starting down here, and this is where it is at the moment. This is, yep, a semi-log scale. Okay, so I'm going to start with a monthly chart with as much data as I can, and I'm going to start labeling it at cycle degree. And I'm going to start with this being possibly the end of cycle 1, cycle 2, and cycle 3 underway. Cycle 3 has moved far enough above the end of cycle 1 to be pretty confident it's not going to get back down into this price territory. But this cycle 1 doesn't look like a very good 5-wave impulse. Let's put some labelling on this. I would put primary 1 here. I'm concerned about that look of primary 3. But I need to get to lower time frames and figure that out. And then I'll consider, I don't know what structure this is. I think I'll wait till I get to lower time frames to figure that out. So for now, that's going to be my monthly chart. I want to look at the subdivisions of this. I'm going to create a new chart. Please excuse the background noise. I'm not in my recording room again. I'm just in the open living area, and dogs are going to do what dogs are going to do. Most annoying, but there you are. I wish they wouldn't. I really wish they wouldn't. So this is where the wave count starts, at that 0. Why, that just doesn't look like a very good 5-wave impulse, that third wave. Oh, I know. What if it's 1, 2, 3, 4? That's lasted 112 weeks, and this has only lasted 13, though. That proportion is grossly disproportionate. That doesn't look good at all. I suspect maybe in those early days it just didn't have enough volume for good-looking Elliott wave structures. Because if I try and do this for primary wave 3, this isn't going to have good proportion either. No matter what we do, it's not going to have good proportion. Is that the low? Or is this? No, it's the same. Can we put some labels in there? Is this going to work? No. I don't think this has got enough volume in those early days. What's the low here? 000136. 000138, there's an overlap there, that's not working, and that third wave looks terrible. These proportions are not good. This is back to the monthly chart. I really want to label this 1, 2. Oh, okay. I know what I've done wrong here. Okay. Oh, and that's not going to work either. Oh, it doesn't really help anything. If I start the wave count off to the left of the chart, 1 and 4 now overlap. 1 is at 0.0046. Oh no, they don't overlap. Oh no, it's this one that overlaps here. Okay. You can't have 4 overlapping wave 1 price territory, so that doesn't work. How does 1 subdivide? Sometimes what's happened when you get that overlap, and it's wrong obviously, is you have an expanded flat in the second wave position. Just going to check the length of wave B to A. It's 1.68 times the length of A. That's absolutely acceptable, and it looks like a pretty good zigzag. And I think B somewhere in here on the daily chart might have been some kind of combinational triangle. That works. This doesn't work. I need to go down to the daily chart level to look at that one. The 4 is at 0.000195, 2 is at 0.000117, there's no overlap. Motive Wave says 4 can't overlap 2. That's not what the rules state. I wish it wouldn't do that. I'm going to ignore that because that isn't an issue, Motive Wave. The rule's really clear. 4 may not overlap 1. Okay, I'm going to have a look at daily now. Create it for my weekly. And I want to check the subdivisions of this third wave in here for intermediate 3. Because that, to see if your wave count works, you have to check to see that the third wave subdivides as an impulse, and this is really problematic. I don't think it does. Yeah, that's on a CB log scale. I mean, okay, so this is, I'm not going to get any lower a time frame than daily. But if there's a really quick shallow fourth wave in here, and the first wave is here, and the second wave's an expanded flat, does the middle subdivide? Oh, it does. Okay. Oh, that's a horrible looking third wave though. Does it subdivide as an impulse? I don't think this data is... Oh, I think the first wave's there. And I don't think this data has enough volume for Elliott wave analysis in these early days. But, oh well, we'll see if it works anyway. Oh God, there's an overlap there too, and that's, you can't get around that, so that's invalid. Oh no, it's, excuse me. Again, no, 4 is touching wave 1. That's okay, it hasn't moved into wave 1 price territory, Motive Wave. That the rules met. And I think the middle here is going to subdivide nicely. We have the third wave here, and then the fourth wave. Some kind of triangle or an expanded flat. An expanded flat, yeah. Actually that works, that looks pretty good. And then the second wave looks like a combination zigzag flat. Yeah. I'll put X here and then Y as an expanded flat. Okay, that actually works. So what have we got on the, let's look at that real quick on the monthly. So I've checked the middle of the third wave meets the rules, it has to subdivide as an impulse. That was the purpose of what I just did there. Now let's have a look at Cyclewave 2. Is it a complete Elliott wave structure? What could the structure of cycle 2 be? Oh, okay, that looks like a zigzag. No, not a double zigzag, Mara. A single zigzag, please. And I think B is a triangle. Yep, D is slightly above B. I think it looks like a barrier triangle. Yeah, it looks like a really good one. And I think A might be a leading diagonal. Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That's interesting because that's the same structure for cycle 2 that Bitcoin has. So this is a really nice mirror of Bitcoin in its wave count as well. That's fascinating. Okay, so this is weekly. Now let's look at what's happening now. So the big question is, how far through Cyclewave 3 is Dogecoin? And can we calculate some targets? Well, that's hard because we don't know the perfect starting point, because I've got it beginning off to the left of the chart. There is actually a little bit of data prior that Yahoo Finance isn't giving me. It actually began in, I can't remember, March 2014? Earlier than 14th of September anyway. So let's now take a look at cycle 3. Cursory look says 1 2 1 2 3 4. It can only subdivide as an impulse, and I don't want to put that. Oh no, maybe I do need to put that there. No, I do not want to put that there. That's better. I hope this video isn't too boring and that someone's learning something. I mean, some people say they like this. I don't know why, but okay. 1 2 3 4. No, okay, I need to go down to the daily chart level for that. And we'll have this up here. Now let's expand it out and let's look at the middle of the third wave in the daily chart. Yeah, this is a semi-log scale. This is a really volatile market. My goodness. Okay, 2 is on the low there. Is this 2 on the low? 002283. Oh, yeah, no, that's the low down there. I'm not going to worry about the structure of the correction. It's obviously over. It's academic now. What's the count here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 is impulsive. That looks like a complete impulse. Nope, I want this here. And I want this here, thank you, because I know there's an overlap there, isn't there? Again. No, that there. No, definitely want this here. there. Thanks, motive wave. And that has to go there. That's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That can't go there. No, I don't think that's right. Has it got a truncation in there maybe? That would fit. That's a big truncation though. That looks better. I'm not convinced that this has got enough volume for a good Elliott wave analysis. Okay, I'm going to leave the Elliott wave count there and have a look at some classic technical analysis for Dogecoin. So it started in February 2014. Well, stock charts have got data back to February 2014 anyway, but Yahoo's only going to give me data from September 2014, so there is data off to the left of the chart, and it started, the low is 0, 1st of February 2014, and the high is 0.004. So there was something off there, so I'm going to use that. Okay, that's better. Wow, that's huge volume. No divergence with RSI. Let's put some notations on this chart. So that's bullish. But now we've got some decline in volume. It's rising price, so that's bearish for the short term, and RSI is overbought, and ADX indicates an upward trend which is extreme but not very extreme, and ATR is incredibly increasing. It looks like it needs a correction. What did I have for the Elliott wave count? It could be a third wave, but I don't think so. Well, we could be looking for a fourth wave correction to relieve those extreme conditions. This one lasted a couple of weeks. We could have a correction for a couple of weeks and then on up a bit more, and then another correction. How long do the intermediate degree waves last? 17 weeks. So another correction of months to relieve those extreme conditions, like we had back here. Okay, I'm going to leave that chart, and now let's look at it. I want to look at the weekly and the daily as well. That's a huge volume spike. Okay. There is some divergence here with RSI, but it could disappear. There was divergence, no there wasn't here, so it's only this last week is making new all-time highs, and RSI isn't making corresponding highs, so there's only 1 week there. That could either disappear or could develop further before we see a big correction to relieve extreme conditions. ADX is extreme but not very extreme, MACD's very bullish, ATR is extremely bullish. Could be forming a blow-off top pretty soon.